What is up, everyone? We're here with some Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and today we're going to take a look at the new Sephiroth and Glenn banner and answer the question, should you pull? Remember, guys, if you do like what you see, if what information I gave you helped to make a decision, if you'd like to leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, comment down below what your thoughts are on the banner. That would be absolutely amazing. And let's take a look at this thing. So first thing first, note it is a 2-weapon banner, but 1 outfit slash armor banner. The only one getting an outfit here is Sephiroth. So let's take a look at this. So we have the Tempest sword here. So it does the torrential thrust. At 1 copy, you're dealing 440% physical water damage. It has a self range when your HP is below or is 50% or more. The enemy's water resist is decreased by mid to high. Now, here's why this isn't bad. If you're using this with Sephiroth, you're main-handing it. You're going to be you're going to be constantly casting this, which is also going to tie back into his outfit here in a moment. You're going to get this to high and probably keep it there because you're just going to keep casting this over and over and over. So, something to keep in mind there. There are other sub-weapons you could use for Sephiroth that could help boost him, but for the most part, you're just going to be constantly casting this one. At that max level 120 of 1 copy, you're looking at a boost attack of 30, so just the 1 copy is getting you to the plus 20%, water potency of plus 12, so you're just to that 15%. Support materia, physical attack, and triangle sigil boost. Something like this is always amazing. I love when you get either the magic attack boost or the physical attack boost with a sigil boost. These are great. Now, what happens if you go higher than this? So again, also at that base, you're at 277 P attack. Alright, you get it up to 6-star. Alright, you've overboosted it 6 times. Now you're at 609 P attack. You're dealing 620% physical water damage to that single enemy, and again, this part doesn't change with the 50% HP being more, but water decrease or resist is decreased now by high to high. 1 cast keeps it at high. Your P attack has now gone up by 40 points, so now you're at that plus 30% P attack, and water potency has gone to plus 27, so you're at that 40% break. So this is looking good. Again, 609 P attack there. If you do happen to OB10 it, you're going up to 664 P attack. It's dealing 700% physical water damage, and again, it stays at that high to high. Your P attack's gone up to plus 46. You have hit that 40% break mark. You're only 9 points away from getting to the 50% break. Water potency wise, you're now at plus 39, so you're at 55%, and you're 6 points shy of hitting 70. So overall, it's a good weapon. This is a really, really good weapon. So now let's take a look at the armor, the outfit that goes along with it. So Waterblade Arcanum automatically makes this thing amazing. Now, here's my issue with it. It's this right here. I think buff debuff extensions are great. You're getting a plus 10 to it. This is not a mastery, this is just adding 2. So this is going to give you a plus 40%. The thing is, I mean, if you're looking at just utilizing that main weapon and not using the secondary weapon other than just boosting your stats, this is worthless. And the reason I say that is because you are constantly going to be attacking over and over with this. So because of that, even at the 5-star level, you're going to have them at high water resist the entire time anyways, without that 40% boost. So I feel like this is kind of a wasted stat for Sephiroth. For your buffer debuffer people, that's like they're not a DPS person, like they're there to give, you know, P attack ups or MDef ups to the entire party or whatever. This is great for those guys. For your DPS person, not as much, because you're going to be using that same weapon that does that buff or debuff over and over and over. So this is kind of a wasted slot in my opinion. So people are really talking this one up. think it's great for it. I see where they're coming from with it. In my opinion, though, I feel like that's a wasted slot. I would rather have seen that been like plus HP, or I don't know, but maybe plus HP, something more than this. I don't think we needed the P attack though. Though at the same time, had that been a plus 10 to P attack, and you got this thing to OB 10. Between that weapon and this, you're already maxed on P attack. You would need 0 P attack weapons. You could then pump everything else into water potency, or to boost attack, or boost the P attack command. You could do those instead. So overall, I feel like the outfit kind of falls slightly short. Again, Waterblade Arcanum's amazing. I'm not trying to discount that. I just feel like this is a wasted slot. Now, overall, with the outfit itself, let's talk about the overall look of it. It's alright. It's definitely not one of the best ones to see. I feel like his shoes look like theater shoes, or an elf. The chaps that he's wearing, I really don't know what's going on with that. The jacket looks cool as hell. Reminds me of Trunks, a white version of Trunks from Dragon Ball. You got the Shinra logo back here. The weapon looks really cool. It almost looks like it has a gunblade aesthetic to it. I mean, obviously there's no trigger there, but it really does kind of look like it has like that gunblade aesthetic to it. But the weapon looks slick. I don't mind it. Not my favorite looking one, but it looks good. I like it better than I like the look of his outfit. So, yeah. Then we also have a weapon for Glenn, the Slay the Day. This is kind of similar to Zack's Black Whiskers, with a slight difference here that I'll show. So first off, you get this thing to 120 single copy, 260% physical non-elemental damage to a single enemy, crit rate of 10%. Physical defense is decreased mid to mid. When your HP is above 50% or more, now here's where it gets different. So on Black Whiskers, you lower the water resistance of the enemy. This one will boost your water damage from mid to mid. I'll come back to that part in just a second. P attack, 277, 30 to your P attack itself, boost P attack, so that's going to put you at this 20% break mark, and 12 to water potency, so again, it's going to put you at that 15% break mark. Support materia, you got a P attack, attack boost water, and sigil boost for cross. The first and second one, the first and third are amazing. The second one's good if you've got a good water materia. Now, what if you don't have a good water materia? Then what? Well, let's see what weapons of Glenn's that you can wishlist have water as their attack. None. Not a single one of Glenn's has water. So you're going to be relying on that the materia. So if you don't have a good water materia, then you're kind of that's not a great weapon for him then. Now, if you did pull on the limit break banner for Glenn, then yes, he does have a water weapon. He has the Stream Slasher, which will boost P attack to all allies and give some water potency. This is a good weapon. I'm not, if you got this, because you're right here, you're dealing 600% physical water damage. So you attack with the one, you attack with this one. I mean, you're doing a ton of damage. Now, does it start there with the, if you got it at 5-star, I can't remember. That's a 500%. Where I'm at, it's a 600. Okay. So, yeah, that's the problem there, is that he's got one water command weapon. So I really feel like this Slay the Day kind of falls short. If he had a water weapon, and honestly, it's the same as kind of like when I look at Zack with his. I feel like his falls short because I don't think... Does Zack have a water weapon? Nope, don't want to do that. character. Yeah, Zack does not have a water weapon. So like when I run him in like parties for that kind of stuff, what Zack does is he lowers the water resist, and then I have my water DPS do damage. Because the black whiskers here again, PDEF is decreased mid to mid, water resist is decreased mid to mid. You have to get it up to that OB10 to get it to the high. But anyway, so yeah, it's just, it doesn't really, you know, it's not really helpful for them. But let's not completely just throw the weapon away yet. Let's look further into it, because it's not a bad weapon. Alright, so you get it to OB6. You're staying mid to mid on your PDEF decrease, 360% physical non-elemental damage, you got 609 P attack, crit rate's still 10%. Your water damage increase is now gone from mid to high to high. P attack has gone plus 40. Now you're sitting here at the 30%, and water potency is at 27, so you're at the 40% breakpoint. You get up to OB10, 420%, 664 P attack. Your PDEF stays mid to mid, it never rises above this, but now you're just straight high to high. Oh, you were at OB6 as well. So really getting this thing to going from OB6 to OB10, the only difference is you're lengthening the duration, and you're going from 40 P attack to 46, and 27 to 39 water potency, which that, in my opinion, is the bigger one at that point. So, overall, should you pull on this banner? Well, it's kind of tricky. If you are a huge Sephiroth person, you need to have every Sephiroth weapon, or if you're a huge Glenn person and you need to have every Glenn weapon, then yeah, pull on the banner. Like, you're here to have fun, right? You want to complete your favorite character. You can't really go wrong pulling on that. Well, I already have a water DPS. I have the maritime sword for Cloud, or I've got this weapon for this person that already does water, and yada yada. Who cares? If you want to use this character, they're making the characters so they're viable for anything. You know, they're all going to kind of be a jack of all trades for the most part. So I wouldn't worry too much about that unless you're just straight about the meta of the game. If you're a free-to-play person or a very, very light spender and you care about the meta of the game and not so much of just completing a specific character, then I'm going to err on the side of caution here. If you don't have a single water weapon, then yeah, I would say pull for Sephiroth. Pull for Sephiroth, get his weapon, get his outfit if you have 0 water weapons. Because this Arcanum is going to be really nice. And you can boost him with other weapons through the wish list. You want to wish list things that are going to have that water potency. So you can come down here, you know, Tifa's got 3 of them, Cloud's got 1, Red's got 1, Zack has the 1, Glenn has 2. Again, they don't do water damage, but they do provide potency, so that is something to note. Well, that's his new one, sorry. Matt's got 1, he's got his Orthodox Raven there. Lucia's got her Serpent Eater, which provides water potency and HP, that's a good one. Yuffie doesn't have any, and Kate Sith has the green megaphone, which provides M attack and water potency. So, you know, you could focus on those then. If you get Glenn's, like I said, and you're trying to get, you didn't have any water damage stuff, his isn't a bad one to get. I just think it's not as good as what Sephiroth has. If you are already stacked on water and you don't want to complete either of these characters, I don't feel like you're missing anything here. I feel like this is a banner that can easily be skipped. We are coming up on having the Ramuh EX battles added in, so this is going to really help with that. But if you're already stacked with water stuff, you probably won't need it. We're also going to be having Vincent coming out here in the near future, and then not too much longer after that, we're going to have our summer event. We're going to have our 1-year anniversary, so there's a lot coming. And the beautiful thing about this, aside from the outfit, these weapons are not limited weapons. They are not a part of the crossovers. It is just its own little banner that's been added in. You can wishlist these later. So even if you don't want them right now, but you're like, I might want them later, you can do that. This is not going to be a FOMO thing. There's nothing to miss out on here. Add it to the wish list. Get it later. For me personally, I will not be pulling on this banner. I don't think I have a Water Arcanum outfit, but I don't think I'm in desperate need of one either at this point. Not enough for me to, with only 10,000 crystals, to sink into this banner, considering I would want at minimum 30,000 crystals before I would throw down on this banner, just to ensure I could get the Natant jacket here, or Natant jacket. So yeah, in my opinion, this is a pass. Not because it's a bad banner, just because it's not a good banner for me. Again, like I said, if you have 0 water stuff, this is a good banner, pull on it. If you got the crystals, like if you can get yourself up to Sephiroth's jacket, I would leave this as it is right here. Sephiroth's sword, Sephiroth's jacket, get your 12 and dip. Maybe you pick up Glenn's weapon along the way. But that's my thought. So again, let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on this banner? Do you feel like it's a bait banner? No pun intended with it being a water banner. Do you feel like this is a bait banner? Do you feel like that this is a really good banner and you should pull on this? Let me know down below and why. And again, if this video kind of helped you in your decision on whether to pull or not, leave that like, subscribe if you're not already. We'd love to have you along with our journey here. And we're going to call that here. So thanks for watching, guys. We will see you in the next one.